Well, we're back out here again today. And where's here? This is the perfect food plot. It's just a quick little update on it. It's looking good. It's looking green. It's growing. A couple things that I did wrong, well, not so wrong, but I made a mistake on, is I went a little heavy on the seed. My radishes and rape and purple top turnips kind of got a little aggressive with it, I guess, which isn't too surprising. And the one thing that I know that I made a mistake on, it wasn't a mistake, it was just I was intentionally trying to get things done, is this was rototilled. So the seed bed was super soft, and I had put in clover with all of this at the same time, and we do have some clover growing. But what the problem is when you got a really super soft seed bed without cultipacking it, is when you have a pounding rain like we did on this after I planted it, that seed can get buried too far or it'll be washed on top. So even though I covered it with a rake last time we were out here, I still have issues with how soft that soil was to be buried underneath too far, and basically killed the germ on the seed by one, either burying it too far, or two, it rose to the top and fried in the sun. So today we came out here and we just seeded some more clover into it, and we put some oats into it too. I can't remember what I said in the last video, if I said we were going to go with oats or red wheat or wheat in general, but we were going with oats. I like oats better. One, it's a bigger attractant. Two, it dies off through the winter months here in Michigan, so I don't have to worry too much about the weed control. So really, they weren't really mistakes. I don't like to call them mistakes, because when you're food plotting, you're gonna make it. It's never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna have the most perfect. Even though this is the perfect food plot, it's not gonna be the perfect, no matter what. The cool thing is, even if you make mistakes, deer are still gonna use it. This thing has been getting hammered. It has been getting hammered by the deer already. Mostly does. We got one nice buck so far on camera, but even though it's really thick, it's starting to draw them into the area I want. And the thing I just wanted to do, especially, the main goal of a food plot for hunters generally is to get deer coming to it, right? And that's why we already got the preset for the saddle setup. They're already starting to hit this food plot, even if they destroy it by October 1st, which they won't. Say if they destroy it by November 1st, there's still gonna be oats, because that's a lot more resilient to browsing pressure. Update, didn't make a mistake. It just wasn't what I was shooting for, just a little heavy on the seed rate. Two, we need rain because it's been dry for a while. Three, it's still growing even without the rain, but we've lost the clover. So we've come back in, number 4, and we've reseeded clover and oats. And other than that, it's gonna be ready to hunt. So let's go just walk over there and we'll hang that camera up real quick. Okay, so here's what I like to use when I'm hanging cameras. Let's make this just a little bit darker. This is what I like to use. This is a homemade little unit, screws into the tree. Your camera screws on this end. This part swivels. Got a locking nut on the other end, and it's fantastic. And you can use this on public land if you're not going into a tree. So what I've done is put a 2x4, screwed this into a 2x4 and strapped the 2x4 up, and we'll put that way up in the tree. I do like my cameras overall just a little bit higher. I don't like the face level personally. Sometimes I do that just to do it because it's easier, but really I would like them head high or higher. They just don't seem to be, deer don't seem to notice them as much. I mean, you can even look at the video I'm probably playing right now of the 8-point that was on the other camera over here, and this first thing it notices is, I mean, it's head bobbing right at the camera, right? It knows something's up. And it may not know that it's human. It may think it's just a mouse in a tree, but they still don't like it. So we're gonna get it a little higher where they expect noises to be from, because you got squirrels and you got birds. And we're gonna have it on a slight angle down, and it'll be covering this food plot, right? I would not advise cranking down until it stops. Just get a couple twists in there. And then you've got a butterfly nut on the bottom side of it, so you can lock it into place. If you twist it down too far, you can break actually the threads inside of there. So the camera's up. We're gonna tip this up just a little bit. We're gonna break this limb. We're gonna use our phone to make sure that it's in the right spot, which I'm sure it is. And you don't have to do this. You can just kind of judge. There. The camera's done. The camera's in place. Pretty simple, honestly. Nothing crazy. We're up about 6.5, 7 foot. It's on a slight downward angle, pointing out to the middle of this food plot, and this is kind of like the funnel pinching point of this food plot. We're gonna set it, forget it, and come back in a few weeks. let me interrupt you here. I don't know where I left off on the video from a week and a half ago. It's been a week and a half since I was just doing whatever you were just watching I was doing. And I think it was putting oats down and reseeding some more clover into it. It is looking amazing. I mean, it is looking amazing. We got a nice lush field of clover coming up through the rape and the radishes. Well, I should say the oats is looking lush. The clover is also looking beautiful, just little specks growing underneath under the protection of all the other browse. So that clover will be flourishing next spring. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to come back one more time yet just to put a little bit more oats down. Today I just got done putting a little bit more fertilizer. Just trying to give that last little boost of energy right before hunting season. It is the 1st of September. It's almost go time. And I've been getting constant trail camera pictures from my wireless camera, just sending me doe after doe, small buck, turkeys. They're hammering this. It's gonna be great. First couple, 3 weeks, if not later into the season, it's gonna be an absolute smorgasbord for them. Something's gonna die here. So yeah, everything's coming great on this food plot, looking green and beautiful. Yeah, it's almost time to start hunting. So again, I always appreciate you all watching. If you liked it, feel free to subscribe and hit that bell button. If not, I'm just glad you watched it. So until next time, catch you all on the flip side, and God bless you.